Well, if you're a Florida driver, listen up. The way you insure your ride is going to change. The Florida Senate passing legislation almost unanimously yesterday to ditch the old requirement that we purchase $10,000 in the PIP personal injury protection coverage. It would instead require mandatory MBI or mandatory bodily injury coverage that would pay out up to $25,000 for a crash-related injury or death. So, what does this mean for us? Will it affect what we pay in premiums? How are claims going to get settled when fault has to be affixed? And are we going to have to change over our policies, or will Jake from State Farm and Flo from Progressive know what to do? So many questions. It would be good if we could bring in an expert on insurance. And so let's do that. We have one here on ABC 7 News at 4, a guy who's been keeping track of all of this. Mark Friedlander, the Corporate Communications Director for the Insurance Information Institute. And Mark, after years of trying, this change is coming.
Well, potentially it's coming, Bill. The latest legislation did pass in the Florida Senate yesterday, but it still needs to work its way through the Florida House before it would go to Governor DeSantis for signature. So there's still a long way to go in the process, and there's a lot of issues that are very concerning to the insurance industry about this. A recent study showed that the change in legislation could drive up insurance premium rates, auto insurance premium rates for every driver in Florida. And in fact, for 40% of the drivers, which are considered low-income drivers, meaning they currently carry just minimum requirements for auto insurance, their rates could rise by $800 to $900 a year. So very concerning based on this latest study by an insurance industry group.
Now, Mark, for those of us who pay our premiums here in Florida, you don't have to tell us. We've got some of the highest auto insurance rates in the country. So you're saying this could drive premiums up? Is this going to drive more folks to, just drive like this instead of buying insurance?
That's the scary part, Bill. The latest study we did from our Insurance Research Council showed 20% of Florida drivers do not carry insurance, one of the highest uninsured motorist rates in the country.
That's scary.
If you have a situation in your family, either you have enough money to buy food for your family or buy auto insurance, you're going to buy food and you're going to drop your auto insurance coverage. So the concern is this could raise the amount of uninsured drivers on the road. And of course, that makes it a more dangerous situation for all Florida motorists.
And as we talk about this danger, the danger of this happening, it has been in process in the legislature for years. That kind of pushback is what's kept it from moving forward. Doesn't look like that's happening this time. This is indeed coming down the road, isn't it?
Well, it's gotten further than it has in past years. There's been different types of packages put together year after year in the legislature. But one of the concerns is this new bill does not address out-of-control litigation that's being filed. And that's another big driver of auto insurance rates in Florida. There's windshield repair abuse that's taking place, particularly along the Gulf Coast and in Central Florida, two of the hottest areas in the state in terms of assignment of benefits, windshield repair abuse. And that part of the package was dropped. It's not included in this bill. So this bill is not going to address the excessive cost of litigation, which are driving higher rates for every Florida driver.
And indeed, this is something that you've been keeping an eye on as this goes forward, as it moves through the House, and then potentially toward the governor's desk. We'll be keeping an eye on it. Mark Friedlander with the Insurance Information Institute. We appreciate the information and your time.
Thanks for having me today, Bill. Appreciate it.